G'day, this is Captainoob and this is the Rhino Revolver. Once a Fallout New Vegas weapon mod, this bad boy has come to Fallout 4 in the form of a standalone highly customizable revolver. Now, I've got some War Daddy animations with this bad boy, so we're going to have those cool animations to look at whilst we're shooting some gunners in the face. And first of all, we'll go ahead and get into the receivers. Now, we want to pop this up to the advanced receiver. It's basically following the same as you would with a standard 44 Magnum in the vanilla game, which makes sense. And we can actually increase the damage and range a little bit more if we put on the Rhino barrel, which is good, sitting at 313 now, which is actually really good for only 45 ACPs. Yeah, I'm not sure how that works, but we'll press on. Now for the grips, we'll put on a lightweight grip for better recoil control and accuracy when hip firing. And for the optics, what we want to do is grab ourselves a reflex sight. And once you attach that reflex sight, you actually get a little bit of choice on how far you want the zooming to be. Now, I'm not going to take this into Gunner's Plaza today. I'm going to actually take this into Quincy as a little starting point. So we're going to go for the highest zoom we can possible. So it'll be kind of like a scope, but we won't have the tunnel vision of one, which is great. You can also change the paint on this. The black one is for winter. The green one is for Captain Bridget. Actually, no, she doesn't really like lime green. That's for Iris. And the pink one, I guess that's for anyone who wants that, but I feel like orange is good enough for Raine there. I kind of like the color of orange there. Anyways, it kind of suits New Vegas-y, and since this thing is originally from New Vegas, sure, we'll pay homage to that way. And of course, a legendary effect is there if you need it. I'm actually really tempted to put on the Deadeye legendary effect, but I will restrain myself at this point to doing that. So we'll go to Quincy now and see what this bad boy can do. Okay, so here we are just outside of Quincy in the daylight. Some people have been saying they can't actually see the guns during the dark light hours, because I usually, like to shoot people with sneak attack criticals, and hiding in the dark is a good way to keep that from going. So we're doing this during the day, and since we're not using a weapon with a suppressor, it's not going to matter all that much. Anyways, so this is what we look like in first person with our revolver there. That's a very perceptive gunner there. Maybe if I was doing this during the day or the night, she wouldn't have noticed me, but we'll go ahead and nail those headshots with our nice zoomed in reflex sight like that. So in first person, that's what it looks like. You're holding it kind of high, but that's just the how War Daddy has done the animations. He sort of moved the revolver over on the screen a little bit. It makes sense for the 44 Magnum, but for this revolver it's not quite as good. Now the good thing about having a reflex sight with a scope that zooms in like sort of artificially is that if you go into third person, you can shoot with basically no zoom at all, so that kind of makes it nice for these longer ranges and the short ranges, which is good stuff. Okay, that's a Assaultron Dominator. I'm just going to knock out her leg if I can. No, I've got gore turned off. I can't actually knock out her leg, but you're not invisible, which is kind of bizarre. Oh, there you go. Now you're... Actually, no, you're mine now, sucker. Yeah, I never usually do this, but now you're mine. Raine's a computer whiz. She knows how to do that somehow, even though she's just a lowly raider. Or is she? Maybe there's more to Raine than you realize. Okay, for some reason the Assaultron's not following my orders, so I might have to put it down. Yeah, so that kind of sucks. But anyways, so this weapon only has a 3-round capacity, which kind of sucks because obviously you're going to be reloading a lot, coupled with the slow sort of actual firing of this thing. You're not going to be slaying gunners as fast as you would with other conventional weapons. But there's a little bit of a caveat to that, and that is a little game mechanic called VATS. Basically, this is basically what you want revolvers to do, really, because that is a devastating critical there. 2400 damage. I think we've just found this thing's strong suit. Yeah, we'll punch right through that bus there. And looks like Raine is actually switched on with the reloads there. That's good stuff. And you're fucking useless, so you can die. Also, we've gone into nerd rage here, which is not ideal. Yeah, looks like we've actually taken enough damage to get ourselves over in nerd rage very, very quickly. So I probably haven't chosen the best weapon for taking out Quincy like this, or at least I haven't played this weapon to the best of its abilities, because sometimes you got to play weapons to their strengths, and this thing's strength is obviously that's crit spammery. I wouldn't be able to do that with real-time sort of aiming. which is why you want to use VATS when it comes to these slow firing, heavy hitting weapons, because when you can't rely on your own aim, just like me, yeah, you kind of need to give yourself that little bit of extra advantage by letting the computer help you aim and then pressing the more damage button as you do that. In comes a mysterious stranger. Unfortunately, he doesn't carry a Rhino revolver. That'd actually be a kind of cool change if that happens, but that's fine. Now we're officially out of crits, so we'll have to actually get some more. Luckily, the mysterious stranger has shown up again. He doesn't want to help, but he gave us a crit, so we'll let him off on that particular one there. We'll kill him. Now, I have noticed there's actually a little bit of trigger delay with this, which makes the weapon feel certain sort of heaviness to it. Makes it feel big and bulky, which, again, it's not really supported by its round. It's only firing a lowly 45 ACP, whereas the vanilla magnums, they fire the 44s and have no trigger delay, so it doesn't make a lot of sense. But in terms of its feeling as a standalone weapon, which I believe you should sort of consider it as, then it does just fine. Now, we did get almost our ass kicked there by a more conventional mag-fed pistol, so that's knocked us back into nerd rage. We can't actually get that gunner commander killed in one shot, which kind of sucks. And remember to reload Raine. There we go. And one more, no, two more will do her in. Okay, so now we're in a little bit of trouble because we've still got a lot of gunners to defeat yet. Alright, that's only a turret, we should be able to one-shot that one. Okay, not too much trouble, I suppose. I think I got most of them, but what I want to do now is just clear out whatever is around here. And I'm just gonna shut my mouth for a second so you can hear the custom sounds on this, because they are actually really, really awesome. Oh yes, don't forget to reload, that's useful. Nice. Okay, we got lucky there. There's usually one more over here who's not entirely switched on. Looks like they're dead as well. Alright, we can take out this turret down there. You all saw that gunner teleport. Ah, yes, the frag mines of VATS distraction. See, the gunners are privy to me using VATS all the time, so they put these frag mines around, even though I have the light detect perk and can't actually detonate them myself. It can trigger my VATS thing, so yeah, the gunners are learning, I think. Okay, with those cheeky headshots, we can actually do quite a lot of damage with this thing. So, excuse me, I'm feeling like this thing is a sort of a high-risk, high-reward type weapon, whereas it's risky to only carry 3 bullets in your mag, and yeah, and it's a high reward if you manage to get those headshots, because you do quite a lot of damage with them, which is good stuff. But as you can tell, we're getting absolutely pummeled by better pistols there with magazines and automatic function there. So yeah, hopefully the next gunner we encounter isn't equipped with one of those bad boys, because I'm pretty sure Raine would be dead after that. Okay, enter sneak mode here. We got a lucky bash on her, but I'm pretty sure she did have a pistol that would actually kill us if we got too many shots on us. Anyway, that is Quincy all nice and cleared out. A lot of hit points we took, but or they took away from us, but we managed to survive. Our tankiness prevailed. Anyways, so here we are at the Quincy police station, and I have come here for a very specific reason. Okay, so here we are in the actual police lockup, and what you'll find in here is your very own Rhino Revolver. So if you're playing on Xbox One, this is where you get it. Okay, alright, now we've figured out where to actually get this thing. We'll move on to some sort of monster, I suppose, although I don't rate our chances all that high with a revolver like this. Also, nice lighting effect. That's some good stuff. Bethesda, your lighting's good, just don't make it compromise so much on frame rate next time, okay? Righto, so today we'll be fighting the crazed Myler Hunter, and to tip the scales in our favour a little bit, I'm just going to do a bunch of chems. They're all hotkeyed, so let's go. Alright, with all of those out of the way, let's go ahead and get stuck into this dude here. So we'll just find his face wherever it is. There. No. Where is it? God damn. Why is it so hard to see? It should be somewhere around here, shouldn't it? That's the torso. That's the... What's that 28%? Come on. This sucks. Come on. Give me a friggin' shot at your face, please. Okay, finally a shot at the head. Vats was blocking me before, but no more. I hate being cucked by Vats. There we go, 2100 damage on him right there with a 5.9 times sneak attack critical. Good on you, Calmex. That's the kind of stuff we need. That's higher than we'd get a sneak attack critical with the suppressors on, which, yeah, if we put a suppressor on and had the Calmex going, it'd be even more crazy. But yeah, we're doing a pretty good job so far. I don't think any of his Vile Spit has connected just yet. Hopefully we don't have any reload problems. There's the Vile Spit coming in. I'll actually be able to see it now. The one good thing about this weapon is it is synergized well for Vats. As you can tell with the reflex sight, I was able to get so many shots on him, which is good. Ah yes, the good old crits from, what's it called? Overdrive. That really helps me out. Anyways, now we are swimming now. And since we are underwater with the Aqua Girl 2 perk, we can actually escape detection. So as soon as we get out of the water, hopefully we could have escaped detection, but that's not going to be the case. So we'll just go ahead and shoot at that Mirelurk there, and that Mirelurk Kill Claw will follow too. Hopefully this way we'll be able to get some of our crits back. Not as much as I was thinking also. We didn't actually kill you. That's fine. We'll just use you for more VATS damage on old mate Mirelurk Hunter there. Alright, we'll pop our crit every time it comes up, because he appears to be rather stuck right now. And we're still underwater and firing this thing. Oh my god, reload Raine, come on. Yeah, we're still underwater and firing this thing like normal. Fallout 4 had some weird rules of when you're actually underwater or not, because in first person I definitely am, but that doesn't account for me hunkering down in third person, so yeah, that's kind of how that works. So if I just scooch a little bit forward, now we are back into Sneaky Town here. C is not really facing my direction as I come towards him, completely undetectable underwater. It's just the... hang on, I think I've glitched myself here and I can't move. Oh, yep, I've actually glitched myself. That's alright. Okay, we're back. We're crouching right now, but we're floating around like we're walking, which is odd, but nonetheless, we'll use this to our advantage as we can't find the head again. There we go. And we'll go ahead and shoot some more crits in his face there. That's not his head. The bullet sort of curved in on it. That was good. I guess a critical is supposed to do that. Now I'm standing up completely straight. I'm going to be very, very surprised if this is actually crouching. I don't think it is, although it seems to be in some sort of falling animation, so maybe I am actually crouched. I have to jump in the water and get back out again. No, we're actually crouched right now. What even? Alright, now we can jump back in the water and cheaply just finish this fight. See, this is why using suppressors on an automatic pistol is always going to be better. So much more DPS. See, I have got a little bit of a tendency to dislike revolvers because they just seem to be inferior to basically any other pistols in the game, especially the mag-fed ones, right? The energy weapons, you could make an argument to say that the revolvers are better than those, and I'd believe it, but I'm less inclined to use the energy weapons because they can't use suppressors anyway. Although the plasma pistol is good in its own way. I kind of like the plasma pistol. Laser pistol, if you take it anywhere past the mid-game, you're going to be sorely disappointed with it. So we got spat on there, but we managed to dodge his attack there. So we'll just lure him out of the water there, and then jump back in. Yep, this is just how we're going to play it. I'm sure it's very interesting for you to watch me get in the water every time and lose him. Okay, now I've got around about half of our action points left. That's still enough to get some good shots on him, so we'll just quickly nail as much as we can. That one was definitely better. I like how we can still see him underwater thanks to his little overlay of the legendary enemy thing. I think he's completely stuck down at the bottom there, which is unfortunate for him, but interestingly our bullets can go through without you losing any of their velocity, which I'm not sure about the ballistics in water. That's something I'm not really familiar with. Maybe I should look that up. I'm guessing that'd be an interesting thing to watch. Anyways, we'll just gun through these stupid Myler catchlings and then we'll be done. I think that is everything. No, one more. Well, you've earned yourself a crit for surviving that. Definitely not overkill. Okay, so that there was the Rhino M1 revolver there. And you know what? It's a good weapon despite my biases towards, or I guess towards, it's bias. Bias can be negative, I guess. Biases towards revolvers in this game. I've actually enjoyed this weapon and I've enjoyed my time with it. Obviously, if you're playing on a difficulty lower than very hard and even survival, you can do much better in terms of damage with this weapon. So if you'd like to see this thing in your game, check out the description. I'll also chuck down a link for the Raine companion mod, which is the character I am playing as now, in the description too if you haven't downloaded that already. Thank you for watching, guys.